Okay, so let's talk to Dr. Okey Umeano, who is the Chief Economist at the Securities and Exchange Commission in Accra, Ghana. Tonight. Doctor, thank you very much for coming through. What were the major issues for the SEC as a regulator at the CMC meeting held last week?
Thank you, Bosin. One big issue for us was identity management and its effect on the unclaimed dividend situation that we have. Another one was our grey listing by FATF. The SEC is concerned about it, and once again we spoke to capital market operators about what our role should be in getting Nigeria out of that. Then we also spoke about things around new products, market literacy, investor awareness and literacy, and things like that, all towards making sure that our market is better, our market is deeper, and making sure that investors are protected also, while providing more opportunities for everyone.
But what key developments in the Nigerian securities market is the SEC focusing on from both a regulatory point of view and a developmental point of view? Both roles is what the SEC in Nigeria is playing as always. So okay. Give me some of the few areas you're trying to hone in on, to drill down into in the market right now.
Okay, one of them is, like I said before, more products, a deeper market. If you notice, we just launched two sets of derivatives products. We have two CCPs now, trading derivatives. So we see that as a growth area. So it's something that we are backing seriously. And we hope that it will provide more opportunity for everyone. It provides opportunity for diversification, for hedging, and things like that. Also, the commodities market, it's a key area for us, an area of development. So we are doing all we can to support the exchanges to make sure that more things are sold on our commodities exchanges. Presently, we have gold selling, we have plans for crude oil, we have a lot of agricultural products, and also we plan to support the economy by making sure that solid minerals are also sold on our exchanges. So that's an area of growth and an area we are supporting. Another one is the non-interest capital markets. That's another area we are dealing with. Coming now to housekeeping in the market, we are also looking at taking a very close look at investor protection. One of the issues that was raised was the issues around minority investors in delistings. By the way, the SEC is concerned about the trend that we are seeing of a few more delistings than we used to have. And the idea now is that we will work with the entire market to know why these delistings are happening and try to reduce them. So these are all the key areas where we are focused. We also focused on making sure we reduce the unclaimed dividend number. We've done a lot in that regard, and we'll still continue to do more there. So in terms of development, in terms of investor protection, our mandates, we are pursuing different ideas and different issues on different areas. All of them are as contained in our capital market master plan.
But I'm sure the issues of Ponzi schemes and illegal institutions in the market is one issue. I'm surprised you haven't touched on that.
Yes, thank you, Bosin, for raising that. That's a perennial issue. That's an issue we keep tackling. We recently released a warning around some exchanges that are not registered to operate in our market that are operating. And we continue to warn the public against Ponzi schemes and unregistered, unlicensed fund operators, fund managers. When people come to you to ask that you give them money to manage, have to check whether they are registered or licensed. So we keep, announcing that, we keep talking about that. And the SEC is doing all we can, along with the law enforcement agencies and also other financial sector regulators, to ensure that we nip this problem in the bud. But then the warning still goes out to Nigerians. Verify who you are handing over your money to. The SEC on its website has the CMO search that gives you a list of registered CMOs that you can, trust, that are within the regulatory public of the SEC.
Interesting, but let's look at the macroeconomic environment right now. What do you think investors and everyone on our market street should focus on, and why?
Okay, I think that this is a period of opportunity in our market. If you look at the equities market, it's done pretty well this year. But then there are some things that are changing with the new administration. What we had in the past was we saw a lot of efforts by the monetary authorities to tame inflation. Inflation has been going up, and the Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank has raised rates 7 times in a row. But we didn't see any such efforts on the fiscal side. So now that we have a coordinating minister for the economy, if I were an asset manager or an investment, a person practicing in the market, what I will look at is I'll focus on an expected fall in inflation, because if we have coordination between fiscal and monetary policy, I think that inflation will fall. And what will be the effect? There will be some effect on the performance of fixed income securities. So I'll be looking at that. And also with the removal of the subsidy, there's that expectation that the ability to service debt will improve for the country. So that will have some effect on the sovereign securities that we have. So I would be looking in those directions. Of course, we still have the FX issues. So those will be areas I would be looking at if I were to be analyzing investments.
Okay, so we're heading towards the end of the year, so we're done with the second quarter CMC. What are the key issues that you think the SEC will be focusing on for the rest of 2023 from your view as the chief economist for the Securities Exchange Commission?
Thank you, Bosin. One area of focus for us will be to continue to advocate for, reforms around FX to make it easier, because what we are hearing from our foreign investors is that one of the reasons they are staying away from our market is difficulties around FX. As the SEC, there's nothing much we can do, but we will continue to support the central bank with policies that will help to attract foreign portfolio investments to boost our FX supplies in Nigeria. That's one area I know that the SEC will work on. The other area we will work on is advocacy to ensure that if any assets of the nation are being sold or being, part of it is being privatized, it will be done through the market. This is very important because what it does is that it gives Nigerians a sense of ownership. When people buy into these national assets, it gives a sense of ownership. So we would continue our advocacy with the new administration to see that these things happen, that we have these asset sales come through the market so that Nigerians will get buy-in, and it will improve the attitude, the patriotism that we have, the attitude of Nigerians to the nation. And on the side of investor protection, we will continue to talk about unregistered fund managers and operators. We will continue to protect investors. We're even doing some work in the areas, like I said before, of minority shareholders in delistings. So we will continue to pursue that. Another thing we'll continue to do this year, and we hope to do more of, is creation of new products. We keep encouraging the corporates and even the sovereigns to continue to issue non-interest capital market products, blue bonds, green bonds. Like in sustainability, sustainable finance now, there's a lot of money. There's a pool of finances. And we're encouraging issuers to look in that direction. That way we can attract this huge pool of funds into our market. One last area is integration. We are looking to integrate the markets in West Africa using the West Africa Capital Markets Integration Project, and also across Africa using the Africa Exchanges Linkage Project. So these two projects are looking to integrate the markets in sub-Saharan Africa. And what are we talking about here? If you look at the market in Africa, in terms of population, 1.4 billion people. But if you look at the size of the markets, I mean, Nigeria is one of the biggest at 72 billion, thereabout. South Africa is way bigger at 1.3 trillion, but we have very little markets. And we think that if we can bring these markets together, it will make it deeper, it will make it better for everyone, it will increase the opportunity set for everyone. So these are all areas we'll be pursuing at the end of the year.
All right, we'll be checking with you with the third quarter CMC meet. I'm sure that should be taking place in September or October. Then we'll try to find out how things are moving. November. Thank you so much for keeping us in the loop. Thank you, Dr. Okey Umeano, the Chief Economist at Nigeria Securities and Exchange Commission there in Accra tonight. Thank you for your contributions to the show.